What is up, POW fam? And my name is Paul Emmanuel, aka Pawn POW, and welcome to round number 3 of FIDE Candidates 2026. So we are now down to 3 rounds, and the number of current leaders are now from 3 down. It's now down to 2, and the commentator's pick for player of the day is the FIDE World Cup champion 2025, Javokhir Sindarov. So we're gonna find out how did he won this game against an Indian Grandmaster, Rameshbabu Praggnanandhaa. See, I'm so confident to say Prag's full name, Rameshbabu Praggnanandhaa. That's like so long that you have to like fit it in and something like that. That is crazy. I mean, why is it that long? I'm just wondering, yeah. But we're talking about Javokhir Sindarov, an Uzbekistan chess grandmaster. So let's find out how this goes. So let's begin. Pragg starts with d4 and then Sindarov goes with d5. Okay, c4 with a queen's gambit. E6, knight c3, bishop e7. So Javokhir declines the queen's gambit. Knight goes to f3, knight f6, bishop f4, castles, pawn to e3, c5, takes bishop a3, knight to c6, queen c2, rook to e8, bishop goes to g5, d4. Okay, d4 preparing for this capture over here. Nope. And then bishop takes is the next move. Queen takes, knight goes to e4 to attack the queen, but gives me an idea. But why isn't he like Sindarov didn't feel like go knight to e4? I mean, it could attack. It could go this and it could go to c5 and f6, and then at the same time it's already pinned, and probably the bishop will go to e7. Yeah, probably like bishop goes to e7 and then protect the diagonal over here. Hold on. That could be pretty interesting, but if Sindarov goes bishop e7, and then I would like kind of take the pawn and knight could be knight takes, queen takes, and then the pin is no longer somewhat okay. Takes somewhat. It's kind of like something like that, but about at e4 and then bishop takes. Pragg just took the bishop immediately. I mean, hold on. Why the engine suggested that it's an orange was like a bad move or something on this position? What could be the possible move? I mean, it's also a bad move of queen, but let's find out. It could be probably h6. Nothing is good. I mean, huh? Oh, queen a5. Okay, queen a5. Not pawn to b4, and then you can say knight goes back, knight ed2. And takes. Probably. That could be a possibility. Somewhat. Takes, and then no. And either way to go on this diagonal for the queen, or this queen to e6, queen to b6, c7, or d8. But yeah, so that's kind of interesting that Pragg just did bishop takes f6. Oh, okay. Bishop takes f6, queen takes f6, knight e4, queen f5, pawn to b4. Knight takes, okay. Okay, 3 pawns and first one knight. King goes to d1. D takes, bishop takes, queen g6, f takes, pawn goes to f5, knight g3. Bishop c5, queen c3, pawn goes to e5, bishop c2, retreating to avoid this push pawn and then double attack, a pin right over there. but then e4 and then knight d2 gives time. Rook d8, so pinning the knight. So king goes to c1, queen g5, rook goes to e1, and then queen to e7, okay. Rook to e2. I'm having kind of a problem. This bishop isn't widely developed. Like, there's no moves over here. Like, it's stuck in these two squares for quite some time. Probably, like, it's possible to do. It's possibly I could do b6 and then open the b7 a6 diagonal. Okay, bishop b4 goes. Okay, queen b2, pawn goes to a5, knight goes to b3, rook to a6, knight d4, queen g5, king b1, pawn goes to h5, king goes to a2, h4, knight f1. Okay, bishop goes to d7, rook d1, rook c8, knight d2, rook b6, pawn c5, rook takes, queen b3, king goes to h8, queen to f7. Okay, rook takes. Oh, whoa, hold on, let's take a look. So why did he sacrifice the rook? If he takes it, then bishop. Oh, all right. That is a great idea. That was a great move. Rook takes c2. That was so here. Javokhir Sindarov sacrificed the rook to lure this knight. To lure this knight on d4 onto the rook on c2, so that that knight will let go of that e6, of controlling the e6 square. So if Prague takes this, there goes bishop check, and then queen takes, and then rook takes, goodbye queen. Now it's now bishop, rook, and queen versus two rooks and two bishops. It's gonna be an interesting game, but I would say I could take, but if not, I could go knight d4 either, and then rook to e8, knight to b3, and I don't think there's anything else, like pawn d4, and then rook goes here, takes, and pretty much it about that. Okay. Okay, next one, king b1. They take, rook d takes d2, bishop takes, so yeah. And then if, oh yeah, it's check. So king a2, bishop takes, queen takes, there goes the opportunity. Bishop takes, queen takes, and queen f6. And here, Praggnanandhaa resigned in this position. I think there's now too much pass pawn readying to go. Like, there's only 2 pawns on Prague, and then 4 for Javokhir Sindarov, which is absolutely crazy. So that's pretty much it. Javokhir Sindarov is one of the 2 current leaders of the FIDE candidates, scoring 2.5 points. He's currently leading alongside Fabiano Caruana, so let's see how this will go later on in round number 4. So that's pretty much it. You're at round number 3 of the FIDE Candidates 2026. So that's much for that's a end of our round 3 here at Pawn POW, a chess series of Pawn POW for FIDE Candidates. Thank you so much for watching, POW fam, and don't forget to subscribe on our main channel Pawn POW, on our vlog channel POW Vlogs, and on our Facebook Pawn POW. And for more fun on Galaxy, go check us out on Twitch, X, TikTok, Instagram, Threads, and on Blue Sky. And regarding for the Holy Week break, we're going to take a quick break this April 2 to 4, Maundy Thursday to Black Saturday, and what else? We're going to do some round 4 post-round analysis on Easter Sunday, and then there's going to be no break until like around 13 or 14 or something. Just follow us along on our socials. So look forward to that. So yeah, and one more thing, we have POW Plays Mini Mario Golf Super Rush coming up later tonight at 7:30 in the evening, so don't miss out on that. Alright, this has been Pawn POW, Arena FIDE Master, Regional Arbiter, and 12-time Wheeler of the Week, saying so long here at the Galaxy.